Today I'll walk you through a simple makeup routine perfect for beginners. Hi guys, my name is Nishat, and if you're new to this channel, thank you for joining us. I'm starting a new series where I will be doing a lot of how-to beauty videos because I get asked a lot of questions on TikTok related to skincare and makeup. So I thought that if I create this series, it will be very helpful for anyone who wants to start makeup. This video, I am keeping it very simple, very basic. I don't want to overcomplicate it. So let's just keep it simple for now, and I will be creating different parts. And if you do have any questions, and if you do want me to create a video specifically on a section, then do let me know. I'll be happy to create one for you. Now, when starting makeup, it's important to have a clean face. So as you can see, I have no makeup on. I just use cleanser and just wash my face. So it's important to clean your face. Don't have any leftover makeup from the night before. And next step would be to moisturize. Start to use a moisturizer. I am using this moisturizer by Weleda. This is a very thick moisturizer, so if you have dry skin, this will be perfect. But if you have oilier skin, then you might want to use a lightweight moisturizer instead. Most videos say prep your skin, and that is actually different depending on what you're doing your makeup for. If you're doing a more glam or it's for a special occasion, then you might have a more intense prep routine. But if you're doing your everyday makeup, then your prepping might be a bit more simple. I will be sharing my more intense prep in a later video. Now that your skin is moisturized, it's important to go with a primer. Some people do skip this step, but it helps with making your makeup last longer and also give your skin a smooth canvas. There are different types of primers, and that depends on the problems that you're trying to tackle. So if you're trying to hide pores, or if you're trying to color correct, or if you're just trying to get longevity of your makeup. So I'm using a gripping primer, and this primer is just supposed to help your makeup last longer because it has this tackiness to the skin. Next step is foundation, and for me, I found this the most difficult part of my routine. Firstly, because it's important to get the right undertone of your foundation, the right coverage of your foundation, and choosing the right type of foundation. After your primer is done, let it set for a while. Don't go directly in. We have several types of formulas for foundation. We have the stick cream foundations, so have liquid foundations, and we have skin tint. The base you choose depends on a few factors. For example, if you want more coverage, how long you want your foundation to last, and also if your skin is dry or oily, then you might go for a matte foundation, or you might go for a more luminous foundation. So today I'm going to go in with a stick foundation because I have dry skin and I like the way that this glides on. I'm going in with a damp sponge. The tools that you use is also very important. Liquid foundations tend to give more coverage. Next step is concealer, and this is basically to hide any blemishes and darkness. So I'm using it around my mouth and under my eyes. For your under eyes, you can use color correcting as well before using a concealer. For concealer, you usually go for a lighter shade to create a brightening effect, and for blemishes you don't want to go too light because that will just accentuate any blemishes and make it more visible. You try to stay as close to your skin tone. Next step would be to set your under eye and your concealer and foundation with a translucent powder. This helps to remove any shine and make your base stay on longer. You see people do baking, but as a beginner I would stay away because that might get very cakey for some. So I'm just lightly dusting some translucent powder all over my face. Next step would be to fill in your eyebrows using a pencil or a powder, and these two I feel like are more forgiving for beginners, but there are also cream eyebrow products that you can use which give a more defined eyebrow look. And you want to follow your natural eyebrow shape. I have thick eyebrows, so I don't tend to use too much product, but I do set my eyebrows using a gel or a eyebrow mascara. Next step is eye makeup, and you could get as creative as you like, but for beginners I would recommend using a neutral eyeshadow palette because it is just a bit more forgiving. Usual rule of thumb for eyeshadow is that you would add your shimmer or your lighter shade on your eyelid, and you'd go with a darker shade to define your crease. I'm using my lightest shade in the palette to go all over my eyelid. Use your fingers to sort of press in the eyeshadow. You would then go in with a darker brown, which is called the transition shade, and you would use this on your crease. So if you were to press your brush, you could feel your socket, and this is where you blend. A fluffy brush like this helps with the blending process. And you go in with the windscreen motion, which is basically like this. This is usually how most eye makeup will start. So you'll have a lighter shade, and then you have a transition shade, and then you could add your other colors or add some shimmer onto your eyelid. Next step for your eye makeup would be to apply an eyeliner. Now there are also different types of eyeliner. So you have your gel eyeliner, liquid eyeliner, pen eyeliner, kohl eyeliner, pencil eyeliners. You can also use eyeshadow as an eyeliner, which I think is more forgiving because you can just sort of brush it away if it goes wrong. But today I'm using a pen because the tip is very precise, and I think as a beginner you are more comfortable holding a pen compared to a brush for eyeliner. So you try to keep your eyeliner as close to your lash line as possible, and I will be creating a separate video for winged eyeliner. But for a beginner, it's important to try to keep it as close to your lash line as possible and just follow your natural lash line. Thicker eyeliner will make your eyes look smaller, and a thinner eyeliner will make your eyes look a bit more bigger. Now, so I just applied my eyeliner, and as you can see, I just followed the natural lash line and kept it as thin as possible to make my eyes look a bit more bigger. Next step is to use some mascara to make your eyes look more wide and open, whilst also adding some definition to your eyelashes. Some people do find this step very daunting. My mum always tends to skip this step, but I feel like it makes the most difference. I am using a black mascara, but there are also different colored mascaras. Brown mascaras are more softer on your lashes, so you just wiggle your mascara one from the base of your lashes to the tip of your lashes. And if you're feeling brave, you can apply some mascara on your bottom lashes as well, and that really widens up your eyes. Next step would be to add some blush, and you have your powder blush, which again is more forgiving than other formulas. So you also have your liquid blushes, and these are highly pigmented, so as a beginner you might get a bit heavy handed. Use a little bit of powder blush and make sure you get the excess off and apply it to your cheeks. It's easier if you smile and you apply it onto the apples of your cheek. The way you apply blusher actually does help with structuring your face. I don't like contouring or using bronzer every day, so if you do like a bit more structure to your face, you can contour and also add bronzer to add warmth to your skin. I feel like as a beginner it can get very muddy if you go heavy handed, but for blush it is more forgiving. This just gives back some life and adds some color to your face. Next, you apply some highlighter to the high points of your face, and that is basically where the sun would naturally hit your face. Cheekbones, the bridge of your nose, and also your brow bone. I go crazy with highlighter. I also add it onto the inner corners of my eyes, also the upper lip, like this. And it's just to add some shine back onto your face and add some glow. If you do like a matte look, then maybe stay away from highlighter, but it does add a lot of radiance to the face. Next step would be to add a lip color of your choice. A nude would be ideal for beginners, but if you're feeling more daring, then go for the reds, the pinks, the oranges. I'm just using a lip cream because it is more hydrating. But if you want longer lasting power, then go for liquid lipsticks or even lipsticks and lip stains. I also skipped using a lip liner because as a beginner you can go overboard with lip liner as well, but it does help in defining your lip shape and also making your lips look bigger if you do overdraw, but I'm just trying to keep it simple for now. Lastly, you'll use a setting spray to make your makeup last longer, and this is different to a finishing spray. A finishing spray just meshes in your powders to your face, so it just gets rid of the excess powder, whilst a setting spray helps with the longevity. And here you have it, guys, a simple makeup routine for beginners. Feel free to experiment and find what best works for you. And remember guys, practice makes perfect. And if you do have any questions, let me know. I'll be happy to answer them and create a video for you as well. And if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and give me a like. Bye bye.